Last month, Seville ended a 9-year drought for the United States in the 100M, becoming the first American since Usain Bolt in Rio to claim gold at the World Athletics Championships. His performance in the heats was a little shaky, so much so that Noah Lyles jokingly questioned whether Seville could even handle the finals. But on the fateful day, the 24-year-old turned skeptics into believers, delivering a stunning performance that toppled Lyles and the rest of the field. With that victory, Seville didn't just win a medal. He became the new face of the 100M, and Bay Waz believes he's a more complete sprinter than anyone else in the world right now. Recently, the South African stalwart joined Puma for the 12th episode of the Go Wild podcast. During the conversation, he was asked the question if he could train with any athlete in the world, past or present, who would it be? Without hesitation, he named Seville. The host, visibly surprised, asked why, to which he explained that in his eyes, Seville is the most complete runner of his generation, a choice that left listeners both intrigued and impressed. Okay, surely I believe he's one of the best athletes that I've seen. He has a good start and actually a fast first finish, and most of the time as we grow up knowing that, okay, you need to have one that you rely on, said the 19-year-old. He added, but Seville can start fast and still end fast, and the same as Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt had a bad start. It was not bad because if you check the times, he runs fast. He runs fast. But when you look at him running with people, you can say that, okay, this is not a strong point, but his finish is better. No lie, his start-finish. Coleman is best starter in the world. Not always the best finish, but Seville is all of that. And I'm kind of wondering, how is it actually possible, to be good with your start and fast finish? 2 years ago, a 22-year-old Seville came agonizingly close to the world podium, matching silver medalist Lyles Tobogo's time, only for a photo finish to deny him by 4,000 of a second. Then in the lightning fast Olympic final at Paris 2024, he crossed the line in 9.91 seconds, an impressive mark that would have secured fourth place at the Tokyo Games 3 years earlier. But he was not fortunate enough. This time, years of relentless near-miss performances have finally culminated in a hard-earned medal. And that's not all. He has also won a newfound admiration in the hearts of the next generation. While Waz might claim that Seville is slightly better than Usain Bolt, Seville himself believes that no one in the world of sprinting can come close to Bolt. Seville believes that Usain Bolt is the ultimate athlete. Recently, Usain Bolt in one of his conversations doubted that the current crop of sprinters could ever touch the 9.6-second barrier Yohan Blake and Tyson Gay once did. Seville, who blitzed the Tokyo gold in 9.77 seconds, sees it differently. In my opinion, it's just a matter of time before someone is going to run 9.6, he said, confident that a new record breaker is on the horizon. Talking about the newer generation, he stated, I don't think we are far off in this generation. It just takes us time because you have to understand it was the same back then. He further explained that even though the newer generation can touch the mark, it was Bolt who did it in the first place. No one was running 9.6 until Usain Bolt put his foot in Beijing. So it's for us now as a new generation, for us to just meet that step to prove that we can actually do the same thing that Usain did. The contrast between Seville and Bolt couldn't be starker. Bolt towered at 6 feet 5 inches in and weighed around 14 SD, while Seville stands 5 feet 6 inches in and tips the scales at just 11 stone 6 pounds. Yet, both train under same mastermind, Glenn Mills. It was Mills who always believed Seville had the potential to follow in Bolt's footsteps and claim the title of the world's fastest man. When I just started out with my coach, he said it's going to take me a few years to get to the podium. And whatever he says, that is what's going to happen. His words manifested upon me, and here I am right now, a gold medalist. Said Seville. Well, his journey has just begun, and it remains to be seen how far he can go. The 2025 track and field season has already seen fireworks, record-breaking runs, emotional finishes, and fierce rivalries that have reignited the global sprinting scene. But amid the highlights, one unexpected voice has stirred conversation in a way no stopwatch could. A rising track and field stars made a bold, striking claim that Jamaican sprinter Oblique Seville currently holds the edge over Noah Lyles and Coleman, two of the United States' most dominant names in sprinting. The statement made during a post-race interview at a Continental meet didn't come from arrogance, but from sharp observation. The 20-year-old American upstart already being called the next big thing by analysts offered a perspective that resonated across both sides of the Caribbean. Right now, Seville's discipline and consistency give him an advantage, the young athlete said confidently. Noah has the charisma, and Coleman has the explosiveness, but Seville is the one putting all the pieces together. It was the kind of comment that quickly ignited headlines. Fans from Jamaica and the U.S. flooded social media with debates, statistics, and comparisons. For many, the claim felt controversial. How could anyone have the edge over Lyles, the reigning world champion, or Coleman, the former world 100M king? But for others, the young sprinter's words captured something that's been quietly building all season, a sense that Oblique Seville is finally coming into his own, the making of a new rivalry. Oblique Seville has long been the quiet assassin of sprinting, often finishing just outside the medal spots, but never far behind the world's best. His fourth place finishes at major championships in 2022, and 2023 painted him as the nearly man. But this season, Seville's performances have shown a shift from chasing the elite to becoming one. The Jamaican 83 second run earlier this year, followed by a string of consistent sub 9.90 performances, has made him one of the most stable sprinters on the planet. And while Noah Lyles has the flash and Coleman has the ferocity, Seville's methodical approach is what's earning admiration from insiders and rising athletes alike. He's not loud, he's not boastful. The young American continued. He just shows up, locks in, and executes. That's dangerous because when you mix that with Jamaican sprint DNA, you're talking about a man who can dominate for years. Lyles and Coleman equation. Noah Lyles has been the face of American track for years, and rightfully so. His charisma, resilience, and ability to rise under pressure have made him the unofficial ambassador of the sport. His 200M supremacy and growing strength in the 100M have cemented his legacy as one of the all-time greats. Coleman, on the other hand, remains the purest starter in the game. A human lightning bolt whose reaction, times, and acceleration redefine what's possible in the first 30M. Yet despite their brilliance, both men have faced inconsistency at times. Coleman's comeback after suspension has been marked by fluctuating form, while Lyles' packed schedule balancing media, appearances, mental health advocacy, and relentless competition has occasionally tested his rhythm. That's where Seville's edge may lie. The rising athlete who made the claim pointed out that Seville's strength isn't just speed, it's focus. He doesn't seem Distracted, he explained. Every race. Same demeanor, same hunger. That's what separates him right now. A growing respect among peers. Interestingly, the teenager's comments weren't meant to diminish Lyles or Coleman. In fact, he went on to praise both Americans for shaping the modern sprinting scene. Without Noah, the sport wouldn't have this energy. Without Coleman, the standard of speed wouldn't be this high. But Seville, he's the one studying all of that and finding a way to close the gap. Those words didn't go unnoticed. Within hours, clips of the interview circulated widely. Jamaican fans hailed it as validation of Seville's long overdue recognition, while American pundits debated whether the young sprinter was overhyping the competition. Track analyst Dwight Lewis weighed in on ESPN's coverage. It's not a crazy take. Seville's composure has improved tremendously. If he keeps this up through next season, he could very well spoil the party for Lyles and Coleman. But make no mistake, taking down those two in a championship final is another level of pressure. Seville's silence speaks volumes. True to form, oblique, Seville didn't respond directly to the chatter when asked about the comment. During a media scrum at a training camp in Kingston, he smiled calmly. I don't pay attention to talk, he said. I just run. It was the kind of quiet confidence that defines him. No theatrics, no headlines, just discipline and focus. His coach, Glenn Mills, has reportedly been pushing Seville toward complete athlete transformation, emphasizing mental strength and race execution. And the results are showing what this means for the future of sprinting. For years, fans have wondered who would rise to challenge Lyles and the Americans at the height of their dominance. Could it be Kishane Thompson with his raw power? Or perhaps Botswana's Lel Tobogo, the lightning-fast prodigy who's redefining the 200M scene? But Seville's name keeps coming up not because of flash, but because of consistency. The teenagers' comments might have simply put into words what many experts have been thinking quietly, that the Jamaican is closer to breaking through than anyone realizes. And if he does, it would mean the rebirth of one of the sport's greatest rivalries, Jamaica versus USA, once again defining sprinting's global narrative. Lyles responds with class. As for Noah Lyles, his reaction was perfectly in character. When a reporter brought up the teen's comments, Lyles laughed. That's the game, man. He said, I want these young guys to believe they can win. It keeps us all sharp. But just remember talking about being the best and proving it under championship lights are two different things. It was a respectful reminder. That experience still counts for something, and that while Seville's rise is real, Lee's reign isn't ending without a fight. The stage is set with the world championships and the Diamond League on the horizon. All eyes are now on how these three giants, Lyles, Coleman, and Seville, will perform when it matters most. The teens' comment has only added intrigue to an already electric rivalry, because whether you agree or not, one thing is certain: the gap between the world's top sprinters is narrowing fast, and oblique Seville has quietly become the name everyone must take seriously. And perhaps that's the beauty of the sport. That confidence and courage can come from anywhere, even from a 20-year-old unafraid to say what others only whisper. As one commentator put it perfectly, if oblique Seville really does have the edge, we're about to witness one of the greatest sprinting battles of this generation, one that could define track and field for years to come. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time,